Last week after the scrimmage, you had talked about wanting to see more intensity carry through that second half, kind of just clean things up in the second half, all of that. Did you feel like you saw that in the second scrimmage this weekend?
Yeah, we got better. Guys competed, they got better. We kind of got a little bit more. We still got a long way to go, but we did get better. We did get better.
Coach Villano was just telling us that he cold called you to get this job. What do you remember about that initial conversation? Maybe what stood out about him?
He had everybody that he and I both knew called me too. So it was like, all right, guys, like we need to figure it out. And they kept calling me. But when I went down to the clinic, I usually don't go to the clinic because when I was always going to the clinic, a bunch of guys just walk up, they say hi to me or talk to me after they see what logo was on my shirt. So I would just go to the clinic with anything, and then I'll tell guys I was a GA when I was actually a coach. I was an intern to see how they treated me. But I went to the clinic and I didn't want to go because everybody knew I was the head coach now. So it was like free. I went and we ended up getting a room and we interviewed him. We interviewed a lot of guys, and he just had good character. It was something like he stood out. It was funny, but he had good character and he stood for a lot of the same things that we stood for. And then so I interviewed him, so I made it to the second interview, and then I let the entire staff go on and listen to him. And then my phone rung from everybody that I knew that he knew and worked with. They kept telling me how great of a guy he was and where he was at. Then I called him. I said, hey, listen, I don't need anybody else to call me. It's only going to hurt. I'm tired of talking to them about you. And everything worked itself out from there. But just good dude. I got good character. I like him a lot.
You mentioned there's still work to do. Is it still in that same place, sort of intensity?
Just overall, everybody got to get better, including me. I think it starts with the head coach first. I need to continue to get better and enhance my knowledge of just the game of football itself overall, and just continue to enhance everything so that way everybody will continue to get better.
Justin and Marlo talked about just it being exciting having alumni back for the spring game this weekend. Is that what excites you the most, showing those guys that, things have changed here and things are, different?
No, just being able to tackle and practice again. I'm happy to lumber back. I want them around because, what they say and what they feel to me means a lot. Because this is their, they play here, blood, sweat. They've cried together and I've done everything together. So when you get a chance to have them back, I want to make sure they understand and know, yo, this is still your team. You may not be on it physically, you can't go and play. I wish some of them could. I would like to sub Donovan and Kyle back and forth. That'd be a good deal with those two quarterbacks. But I just want to I'm happy they're coming back. But I'm just happy to get another practice and, we get a chance to practice again. But them being here means a lot to me. This morning I was on the phone with Kevin Johnson. I gave him a call, called him up. I wanted to talk to him about some stuff. We got somebody that I think he can use just his words of knowledge and wisdom and listening to him. So I say, I need you to talk to such and such for me. He's like, I got you, friend. Just call him. That's what I'm most happy about. And they've all just been open to me, and just trying to help and help their program get to where it needs to. I don't think there's no better alum than these guys, They do a good job and they love the program.
We saw you added one transfer this morning. Are there other positions you feel?
We added one this morning?
Yeah, supposedly.
Who was that?
The cornerback from Notre Dame.
That's what's up. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Are there other, at this point in your assessment of the team, are there other positions you want to address through the portal before next season starts?
I'm going to do whatever it's going to take to help us win game one. It's just what we're looking at, but just whatever it's going to help us, not just game one. That doesn't really matter what it's going to take for it. Not disrespecting them. I know how they'll try to take it and make this up all week. He's disrespecting us. No, I'm not disrespecting them. I just want to do whatever it's going to help us being able to compete this summer. Whatever it's going to help us being able to maximize each player. And we got to go and assess every position again and make sure that every position is up to par to be able to compete in this conference because it's a tough conference. So we want to make sure that we're able to go and do that. So we just got to assess everything, look at everything, and make sure that we got all the right pieces. And the right pieces that are needed for us to go out and play chess with these guys.
Are you expecting to be very busy, or is it just adding maybe a couple pieces? And,
I literally just answered that question. You try to get it another way. You can't get me with that.
I appreciate it.
What does the spring game look like? What's the format?
We're gonna have fun. That first half, you gotta make sure you're there. be there. Like if you're from Syracuse, you should be at the game because you'll see it. And we're gonna set it up where you're going to be able to see action. You know, it's not going to just be where, okay, it's fun. Hey, put the old lineman back deep, let him catch a punt. I ain't with all that bull crap. We ain't doing that. We're gonna let us get in there and play ball. So being there early and you're from here, you'll like it because you're gonna see contact. You know, and that's what football is made from, just being tough. You'll see guys trying to establish us being able to run the football, us being able to take some shots and do some things and put guys in one-on-one situations so you can see all of our guys' skill set, you know. And then you'll be able to tell us what we need to get better. By the end of the game, you guys will be, by the end of the first half, you should be able to tell us, okay, this is what you guys need to fix, this is where we need to go, and then we all can get together and then we make it all work together. So that way y'all won't be in here in a little while saying, well, how come you never did this? I'm gonna say, how come you never told me? Well, we need it because we all get a chance to watch it. So
Speaking of Saturday, that's your first time running out of the tunnel in the Dome as the head coach and the first time with fans in the seats. Have you thought about that at all?
no, I haven't yet. I'm just being ready for this evening's meeting, you know, just kind of lock in on that. Haven't really thought about it. I'm just thankful that I do get to do that, and God willing that He won't wake me up Saturday so I can go and do it, but I just kind of live in the moment, you know. I'm following my Tuesday schedule and I'm locked in on that, but I'm thankful for it though, because I know it is here. I don't take it lightly, and there's a lot of things they're trying to prepare me for throughout the week, so I am very, very thankful that I was able to do this. John Wildhack was able to pick me. I'm gonna just try to be where my feet are, you know, mental toughness.
You get to talk to Nate McNeil, your GM, later this week. What made you want to hire a GM? Like, that's still kind of a relatively new position on a coaching staff in college football, and so what made you want to hire him, and what's his role on this staff as a GM?
Just being able to oversee stuff on both sides of it. You know, you gotta have someone who's not coaching at all. Like, cause I still coach. So technically, you could say, well, you're the head coach, you should be able to do that. But I'm coaching, and I grow alike for everybody. I grow like, nah, this guy's, man, because you just end up liking him, and you love his family, and you love everything that's needed, and then go. But like, when you get a GM, they could also like help you because they're stepping out of it. This isn't the best need for our team right now. I got a chance to work with him at Temple, and although we met when we got there, because he came with the Northern Illinois crew, and then I came on my own from Baylor, we just kind of seen things a lot the same. And then we kept in touch with each other and was talking, and then he was at Illinois, and then I was like, look, bro, like, I'm gonna get the job. I get it. You need to come over there with me. And he thought about it. And it was tough for him to leave because he's been there a long time. And then I just said, like, you know, we'll get to build something together, things that we've thought about. And then he's just a good dude. Like, when you guys talk to him, like, when you go to his house, like, his Bible's open, he's reading his Bible, he's locked in, like, you know, everything that he does in his life, he just kind of like does it the right way and checks it off. Very quiet, but he's a tough guy. So I just, you know, I felt as though that was a need for us, so that way someone could help make those decisions that doesn't have skin in the game and start to feel certain ways. And, you know, in recruiting, coaches get a little territorial. You know, that's my position. I was out there to do that. He don't have none of that, you know, just kind of locked in on it. So then I'll have someone to just think clearly. And in our recruiting staff, if you come in our building, you'll see where the scouting department is, and you'll see everything there. It's a little bit different how we have things set up at our building.
Is there someone that you've worked for with one of your previous stops that really instilled in you that importance of having that outside viewpoint that's not on the coaching staff?
Yeah. Greg Schiano and also Kirby Smart. You know, Greg Schiano, Kirby Smart, those two dudes with me. Yeah, just like going back and looking like that. A lot of the things you find yourself doing, it's like, wow, well, Snap, you did do that. And that's why I like that. Because you think, yeah, I think I'm doing this way there, and then you start to wonder, wow, like, I did create that. Somebody just did. You was doing that with Greg. Greg Schiano was a good dude, and then Kirby Smart is, that's my guy, him and Muschamp. So, like, those guys, and then Muschamp just telling me when I call him, like, I have an automatic assistant coach forever. And go Muschamp, I can just call him whenever I want. He picks up no matter the time. If he don't pick, only thing he calls back super late. If you call him at 3 in the afternoon and he don't pick up, he's calling you back 3 a.m. That's what he's saying. No, whatever. Hey, what you doing? I'll sleep. Like, what you know I'm doing? But yeah, Muschamp, like, he still helps me with all that stuff. He tells me what I need to do and where we at.
Is he able to work with like the collective in terms of sort of making sure that the right players get prioritized?
Muschamp?
No, McNeil, your GM.
Nah, that's personal stuff. I don't get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
take two more for Coach Fran.
Coach, you continue to bring in New Jersey talent. What makes New Jersey football players so special?
I think that there is no more New Jersey, New York, two different spots. Like, we're just gonna call it New York. Like, everything's together. You know what I'm saying? We kind of put it. I don't even look at it that way. I know I'm from New Jersey. This is New York, but it's kind of like one big state to me. You know, like everything's together. And if you notice, like, I'm making sure that New York's a priority. You know what I mean? New Jersey's a priority because that's just where it's been. And, you know, I think that's where this program has been successful. When you just go back and you start to look at the players, they've been in that 5-hour radius. I'm just following what they did. You know, if you go back to Coach Schwartz and you go back to Pascaloni and DeLeon, just go to those guys. Where were they really successful at? What they done it there, and they went and touched other little spots. So, you know, just Jersey and New York, one spot. We're just gonna call it New York for now. So,
Coach,
both spots in it.
you mentioned, you're not going to have any really funny business. It's going to be a pretty intense spring game for you guys on Saturday. At the end of it, what would it be a successful spring game to you?
Everybody healthy. Yeah, just all the guys healthy. All the guys enjoyed how they played, and they could go spend some good time with their family. You know, because they put a lot of work in. So, like, for me, it's just if everyone's healthy, and we got a lot of recruits and guys that be on campus to like it, to like this what they see, and just for our players. Like, at the end of the day, you know, when guys play football, you put so much into it, and then, like, at the game, you don't get the results, you kind of like down and you're around your family, and you know, it's just not that lifting spirit. I just pray that like everyone could be like healthy and everyone just feel like, yeah, I feel good about it, and they feel good about the future that they have in it, you know, because it'll be nothing like that dinner with their family or that next morning going to church and then getting a chance to have breakfast with your family. Like, though, that's what like I think about, like, dang, the guy that doesn't play the way he wants to play, how does he feel? Like, that's what gets to me, you know what I mean? So I just hoping that could be a good feeling for everybody. I'll take all the bad. Like, I hope I'm the only person that's upset and everybody else is just excited, happy, and can enjoy their family. Everybody else.
You mentioned prioritizing New York. You also have a number of Central New York kids in 2025. Do you have a sense, and there haven't been that many Division I prospects from here in recent years, do you think we've under-recruited this area, or is this like a really special group for you to take?
I mean, this is my backyard. So, like, if there's football players in my backyard, then I'm gonna watch them play. And then if they're gonna go to college, why wouldn't they play at the crib? You know, when you really look at it, like, Brown, these are good football players. We just had a kid, I'm just speaking names out, so I won't be in trouble, but someone just ran a 10.6 the other day that's in our backyard. Like, why would I let him leave the yard? You know what I mean? You got big guys that want to go everywhere. You got linemen that are 6'4", 285 pounds, guys that are 6'7", 305 pounds. Like, why would we let them leave the backyard? Like, you don't leave the nest if you can be developed in the nest. You know, we keep them around and let's get them going. You know, they're around here and we can continue to develop them here to let them go. I think, wasn't Mike Hart from here? That shit ain't happening no more. Excuse my language. But, you know, when you start to look at guys like that were good players, and guys that leave, some will go. Just be what some of them want to do. But the ones that are here, why would you not stay here and get this great education? Like, let's really, football second, right? How about the education that you can get from here? Like, why would I not stay here and get this great education where I'm guaranteed a job, I'll be making 6 figures, and I'll take care of the rest of my life for sure if I decide to stay home and do that, because that will happen, right? I'm gonna get closer with my faith, because this is a faith-driven football team, but also a community. When you really look at our community and you look at Syracuse all around it, it's all faith-driven. So like that piece, I'm gonna get my faith right, I'm gonna get a degree, I'll have a job, and now I'll get a chance to go play big-time football, to compete for championships, and then still play the National Football League. To me, it's like a win-win. So if I see those guys here that can do that, I'm gonna get them. You know, now if they're my speed and can't run, I'm not gonna recruit you. You know what I mean? I want big, fast people. You know, we're looking for big, fast people. And I continue to say this over and over. Big people beat little people up. So I just want to go get the big people, so then that way we have an opportunity of winning and being successful. Good.
Thank you, Coach.